Close your eyes for a moment. Think about the life you are living right now. Now ask yourself one simple question. What if my life could be bigger than this? Most people never ask this question. They wake up, they do the same work, they follow the same small path every day. Not because they are weak, not because they are lazy, but because their thinking is small. Your life will never grow bigger than your thinking. If you think small, you will live small. If you think safe, you will stay safe. But if you start thinking big, something powerful begins to happen. Your mind opens, your courage grows, your actions become different. The truth is simple. Every great success in this world started in someone's mind first. Before a company became huge, someone imagined it. Before a leader changed the world, someone believed it was possible. Before a dream became real, someone dared to think bigger. The world you see around you today was first built in someone's thoughts. And here is the powerful truth. You also have that same power. The power to think bigger than your current situation, bigger than your fear, bigger than your past. But most people never use this power. They let their doubts speak louder than their dreams. They say things like, "I can't do this. People like me never succeed. My life will always stay the same." And slowly their mind builds a small cage, a cage made of fear, a cage made of limits. But the door of that cage is not locked. The key is your thinking. The moment you start thinking bigger, the door opens. Because big thinking changes everything. It changes how you see problems. It changes how you use your time. It changes what you believe about yourself. And once your thinking grows bigger, your life starts growing too. So today, I want you to listen carefully. Because the difference between an ordinary life and an extraordinary life is not luck. It is not talent. It is the size of your thinking. And if you learn to think bigger, your future can become bigger than you ever imagined. This is the power of thinking big. And this is only the beginning.
Step 2. The small thinking trap. Let me tell you something honest. Most people are not stopped by the world. They are stopped by their own thinking. From a young age, we hear many limits. People say, "Be realistic. Do not dream too big. Stay safe." Slowly, these words enter the mind. And one day, a person stops dreaming. They stop trying new things. They stop believing they can do something great. This is the small thinking trap. It is quiet. It is slow, but it is very powerful. A person with small thinking will see problems everywhere. They say, "This is too hard. I do not have money. I do not have connections. People will laugh at me." But someone who thinks big sees the same world in a different way. They see opportunity. They ask, "What can I learn here? How can I solve this problem? What is the next step?" Big thinkers are not special people. They simply refuse to accept small limits. Look at many successful people. Many started with nothing. No money, no support, no perfect situation. But they had one powerful thing, a big vision in their mind. They could see a future that others could not see. And that vision gave them energy. It gave them courage. It pushed them to keep going even when things were hard.
Your thinking works like a lens. If the lens is small, your world looks small. If the lens is big, your world becomes bigger. So the real question is not, what do you have today? The real question is, how big do you allow yourself to think? Because the moment you stop thinking small, your life begins to change. And in the next step, you will discover something even more powerful. Why thinking big actually changes your brain and your actions.
Step 3. How big thinking changes your life. Now here is something powerful. When you start thinking big, your mind begins to work in a new way. Your brain starts looking for chances instead of excuses. Think about this. If someone believes their life will stay small, what will they do? They will take small actions. They will avoid risks. They will stop trying when things get hard. But when someone believes their future can be big, everything changes. They wake up with purpose. They start learning more. They work harder. They take steps others are afraid to take. The dream pulls them forward. Your thinking is like a direction for your life. If your mind says, I can't do much, your actions will stay weak. But if your mind says, I can build something great, your actions grow stronger. This is why big thinking creates big energy. It pushes you to improve. You start asking better questions. How can I grow? What skill should I learn? Who can I learn from? Slowly, your habits change. You stop wasting time. You focus on your goals. You begin building the life you once only imagined. And here is the amazing part. You do not need to be perfect to start thinking big. You do not need the perfect job. You do not need a lot of money. You do not need everyone to believe in you. You only need one thing, a decision. The decision that your life can become bigger than it is today. Once that decision is made, your path begins to change, because big thinking creates big action, and big action creates big results. But there is one secret that most people still do not understand. Thinking big is not just about dreaming, it is about training your mind every day. In the next step, you will learn how successful people train their minds to think bigger.
Step 4. The daily habit of big thinkers. Thinking big is not something you do once. It is something you practice every day. Successful people train their minds just like athletes train their bodies. They protect their thoughts because they know one truth. Your mind becomes what you feed it. If you fill your mind with fear, doubt will grow. If you fill your mind with possibility, confidence will grow. Big thinkers start their day with purpose. They remind themselves of their goals. They picture the life they want to build. They see the future before it happens. This simple habit changes how they move through the day. Problems no longer look like walls. They look like puzzles to solve. Another habit of big thinkers is learning. They read, they listen, they study people who are already successful. This keeps their mind expanding, because when your mind grows, your vision grows too. Big thinkers also choose their environment carefully. They stay close to people who dream big, people who talk about ideas, people who talk about growth, because energy spreads. If you stay around people who complain all day, your thinking becomes small. But if you stay around people who believe in bigger goals, your mind starts rising. And one more powerful habit. Big thinkers take action even when they feel afraid. Fear does not disappear, but courage becomes stronger. Every small action builds confidence. Every step forward proves something to your mind. It proves that growth is possible. Slowly, the person you were yesterday begins to disappear, and a stronger version of you starts to appear. But there is one final truth about thinking big that you must understand. Without this final step, many people lose their momentum. And in the last step, you will discover the most important secret of all.
Step 5. Turning big thinking into a powerful life. Now we come to the most important truth. Thinking big is powerful, but thinking alone is not enough. big thinking must lead to big action. Many people dream about a better life, but they never move. They wait for the perfect moment. They wait for the perfect plan. They wait for someone to believe in them. And because of this, their dreams stay dreams. But big thinkers do something different. They start before they feel ready. They take the first step, even if the path is not clear, because they understand a simple rule. Action creates clarity. The first step may be small: learning a new skill, starting a small project, improving your daily habits, using your time better. These small actions may look simple, but over time, they create something powerful: momentum. Momentum makes progress easier. Momentum builds confidence. Momentum turns dreams into reality. And slowly, your life begins to change. Not in one day, but day by day, month by month, year by year. The person who once doubted themselves becomes someone stronger, someone focused, someone who believes in bigger possibilities. And one day you look back and realize something amazing. The life you once imagined in your mind is now becoming real. All because you made one simple decision. You decided to think bigger. Remember this: your future is not decided by where you start. It is decided by how big you allow yourself to think. So do not limit your dreams. Do not shrink your vision. Your mind is powerful. Your potential is bigger than you think. And the moment you start thinking big, you start building a bigger life. Your story is still being written. Make it a powerful one.